Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It has been so long since I last uploaded a video, but finally I had the time to make a new one. This video will be a little bit different from the videos I usually make. It will be a little more personal, as I will talk about why I didn't really have the time to draw. But mainly it will be about why I think it's okay not to finish a drawing or to make it look completely different from what you originally wanted to draw, or why it's okay to let some things go. It might sound unnecessary to talk about, but maybe it will be somewhat helpful for those who are as perfectionists as I am, because sometimes perfectionism can be pretty useful, but it can also make your life harder. As you can see, originally I planned this drawing to be a full body portrait of the traveler from Genshin Impact. But in the end, it turned out to be something completely different. We could say that it became something less than what I planned, as it is pretty far from being a whole body portrait. It was really hard for me to accept that right now I don't have the capacity to finish a full body portrait. Drawing should be something that makes me feel happy, however, while drawing this I felt so many things, but I wasn't happy at all. I felt guilty because I should have been doing so many other things. I felt tired, and at one point I was so sick of drawing this portrait that I also became mad at myself for not enjoying it at all. And then I realized that it should not be this way. And at that point I decided not to finish this drawing and leave it like it was. However, for some reason I still wanted to finish it, but in a much simpler way, so I decided to only finish the half of it. But I wanted to play with the colors, as if I was a little child again, so I didn't care about it being a fan art anymore. I would like to say that I was absolutely okay with changing directions, but I wasn't at all. I am so bad at accepting change. I am sure that I often annoy those near to me with it. But I have never been so sure in my life that I have to learn to let some things go, so that I can be happier, which will surely affect my relationships positively as well. Of course, there are things you shouldn't give up on, but there are things you definitely should. I love drawing way too much to give it up, but it doesn't mean that I have to finish every single picture that I start. I have another thing I have just given up. I will tell you about it shortly, but before that I will talk about why I recently had no time to draw. In the middle of August, I had the opportunity to go on a summer vacation with my family, basically for free. The vacation was so great, I really enjoyed it, and it felt great to finally have the time to relax. It was truly amazing. But after that, life got pretty busy, though I can't really complain because good things were happening. At the beginning of September, I got married. It was a small family wedding, or maybe not so small because my family isn't that small either. Our families helped a lot while organizing the wedding, but I would lie if I said that it didn't stress me out at all. In the end, the wedding was great, but both me and my husband got sick, so we both were in a fever all day long, so it made it a little bit harder to enjoy the wedding. But it's still a good memory. We were sick for quite a long time. We tested for COVID several times, but none of them were positive. We don't really know what it was, but we weren't feeling okay during the whole month. The wedding was held near to my hometown, but we live 200 kilometers away from it, and we weren't really in the condition to travel, so I missed the first week of the graphic design school I started to attend this year. I felt quite bad because of it. I never wanted to go to a school as much as I wanted to go there, and I was afraid that I will already fall behind, but fortunately it was all fine. So far, I extremely like this school. I am so glad that my husband has convinced me to apply when I thought I wasn't good enough, because it's truly amazing. Some of you might know that last year I graduated from university and my major was Chinese. Honestly, I don't remember if I mentioned it in another video or Instagram post. This year I started a new major, which is Korean. But as if going to two schools simultaneously wasn't enough, I started to go to Japanese language classes in the university as well, which was a crazy idea. I also had an opportunity to sell my artworks at the university. And it wasn't completely successful, but I enjoyed it so much for many reasons. It was the first time ever that I have seen my artworks printed, and I was so happy because of it. It also felt so good to hear people say how much they like some of the drawings, even though I knew they could be better. It was great to hear constructive criticism as well. But of course, the best part was that some people actually did buy my artworks, and it felt so good. Even though I nearly spent more on it than I earned, as I couldn't sell most of them, I was extremely happy. But it didn't last so long, as I was extremely tired as well. School has just started and I was already crying a lot because I felt like I had too many things to do and I just couldn't handle all of them, even though my husband tried his best to help me. And at this point, I actually was falling behind. Somehow I kept getting good grades at the university, but honestly I didn't even know what was going on in the classes. I didn't even know the words of the first Japanese lesson, and we were already at lesson 4. It was somewhat better in the Korean classes, but not good enough at all. Fortunately, in the graphic design school, everything was going fine, because it was the most important thing for me, and I really tried my best to do every homework. But the university made me feel so stressed that a few days ago I decided to quit. I applied for a job that I would love to do, and I said that if I get the job, I will drop out. Well, I didn't get the job, so I didn't drop out, but I did drop all my Japanese classes because I couldn't do it anymore. Do I love Japanese language? Yes. Do I want to learn it? Absolutely. But right now, it was something that I had to give up on for my mental health. And right after I dropped the classes, I felt so relieved, and my mood was already way better. So, to sum it up, I think it's really important for us to be able to decide that what are those things that have place in our lives right now, and what are those that we need to give up on, even it means a short period of time. And it can be pretty hard, as some people tend to have way too high expectations towards themselves, and to be fair, the world doesn't help either with its even higher expectations. So it's hard to find the balance, but we have to try our best so we can be our happiest self. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Take care.